Do you ever get that feeling when you wake up, where you don't immediately recognize the room you're in? Do you have trouble telling whether you're conscious or not? I've had night terrors my whole life. I'm posting this in no sleep because I feel like every other subreddit will give me grief. I would keep it to myself, but the lack of sleep is making me go insane. Or is it even? Is it making me go insane? Is it not? Is it even a lack of sleep? Am I overreacting? I'm not a good writer, so don't expect much from me. Don't look at this as me telling you a story. I'm not. I'm asking you for help. I'm 20 years old. I live with my boyfriend in an apartment in the middle of a busy city. Like I said previously, weird dreams are just part of my life. I never wake up without at least one lingering in my memory. Sometimes it's just a very strange and vivid one. Often it's a nightmare. But the worst are the night terrors. Sleep paralysis, as Google has told me. It mostly strikes when I'm falling asleep, in the mornings after I wake up, usually when my significant other leaves for work before me. The thing about sleep paralysis is that it's not like a nightmare, where things tend to be like a horror movie. Eerie feeling, jump scare, murderer, heart pounding, legs feeling like stiff peanut butter. As horrible as all that is, at least it's straightforward. Sleep paralysis is truly something different. And if you haven't had it, seriously, count your blessings. It's more like looking around and everything is fine. Doing a double take and realizing something is slightly off. Internally and groggily wondering, was that picture frame always slightly to the left? Or did I leave the closet door open last night? Things just feel off. Eventually you feel those mental alarm bells as you wonder what that round white shape is, barely visible around the crack of the open door. Hadn't you closed that door anyway? The shape is still unmoving. As your eyes focus, you start to freak out, simultaneously realizing you actually cannot move at all, and the round, white shape in the dark is a face, with a slightly off, not entirely human expression, staring into your room. Your heart starts to thump. You can feel yourself starting to sweat, and you tell yourself it's a dream, and you start to feel childish for being so terrified. Catch is, you can't, and don't wake up. You suddenly realize the white shape is gone, and before you get the chance to mentally sigh out of relief, the figure is sliding into view at the left hand of the room, and it's getting closer. You get the idea. A big, massive "fuck you" from your brain. Point is, this happened for probably the 200th time 2 mornings ago. Nothing new, but being the junior weenie I am, I still completely freaked out and started yelling for my boyfriend, since it's thankfully a Saturday and I know he's in the apartment somewhere. He slowly opens the door and peeks his head around, asking if I'm okay. Then sits on the bed and talks to me for a couple of minutes, places a glass of water on the nightstand for me, and tells me to try and get some rest, since I've been sleeping so terribly lately. He goes back upstairs, I presume to nap on the sofa without the disturbance of his sleep-deprived girlfriend, who keeps waking him. I doze off. The typical weird dream that followed was about being stuck in the frozen aisle of Tesco. I wake up to the gentle thud of the front door closing, and freeze in confusion. Being the hermits myself and my significant other are, we never have unexpected visitors. While I'm trying and failing to think this through in my head, the bedroom door pushes open, and my bewildered boyfriend asks what I'm doing in bed at 6 p.m. It wasn't a Saturday. It was a Friday. He had been away since 8:30 in the morning, and works too far away to ever come home for lunch. I start to blabber that I just don't feel great, and he's watching me carefully and quietly, because I know I sound and look insane. I reach to the nightstand to grab a tissue, brushing my hand past a glass of water. A glass of water. It was so simple. It was nothing. But it wasn't nothing. It was off. Because I didn't fucking put it there. Because I haven't brought a drink to the bed in years, since I always end up spilling it. A glass of water that I saw my boyfriend place on a nightstand, even though he was a 30 or more minute commute away in an office on a Friday afternoon. Do you ever have trouble sleeping? Do you have any advice?
Hey guys, this is Sir Pent, and I just wanted to thank you once again for listening. If this is your first time here, you can find links to some of my other narrations down in the description, along with a link to the original post. Now if you like this story, make sure you click that link and leave Vicious Banshee an upvote. She's the person who wrote this story. Now remember, every time you like a video, I will personally reach out from under your bed and grab your ankle. I promise. Maximum spookiness. Oh, one more thing. If any of you want me to read something that you've written, I will totes do it. 100%. I mean, it's fun. Why wouldn't I? So, see you in the next video. Keep it spooky.